How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone has been having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week thus far. So, yes, tonight I am on a little bit later than normal, but I did try to let you guys know that I was going to be there a little bit later. So, it's a little bit after 9. So, welcome, welcome, welcome to Wind Down Wednesdays with your girl Javita. Oh, this is pretty decent. I'm sipping on a red blend again this week. I hope everyone, like I said before, I hope everyone is doing really, really well. Hopefully, your week is going great so far. I have a special announcement to make near the end, so please stay to the end. And for those, just stay to the end because I have a really, really special and really, 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 really good, great, basically announcement that I would like to make. But let me introduce myself to those who may not know me. I am Javita, and I help single moms overcome the challenges that comes with being a single mom so that she can reduce stress, find time for herself, and live a life full of love and abundance. My overall mission is to empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. And let me tell y'all, tonight's topic, it just goes with the theme of this year, and it's a sports theme. It is the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs, what you gonna do? And I'm gonna add another twist to that. It's the bottom of the ninth. That means the last inning. 2 outs. You are the home team. You are at bat. And guess what? The bases are loaded and the score is tied. What are you going to do? Think about that for a moment, right? Just picture it, from all my baseball people, all my sports fanatics, especially with it being the World Series and all, go Nationals. Um, but just think about that. You're at the bottom of the ninth. This is your last inning. You have 2 outs. The score is tied. The bases are loaded. You are at bat. What are you going to do? Do you think there's a lot of pressure on you right now? Of course, there is a lot of pressure. Because as you're walking up to that plate, you're thinking, what in the world am I going to do? I can't make a mistake at this point because everyone's depending on me to just bring it all in. At least score one run. All I need is a base hit. A base hit will score and the game will be over and I will be a hero. But don't you know what comes with that? It's a lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety, a lot of like, oh my gosh, what is going to happen? What am I going to do? Do you also believe that in life we are always at the bottom of the ninth? We're always there with 2 outs remaining. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. We're always there in life. That's like when you're at work and you got that deadline and you got to make it. You got bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. That's that 5:30 deadline you have to make. And you are at 5:25. You got 5 minutes to get this done. And you are like, what in the world am I going to do? My advice to you would just be like, you have to stop and think about it and regroup. You have to do that. You have to really focus and, just kind of hone in on what it is you needed to accomplish and why you didn't manage your time well enough so that you could have more time to finish, or so that you can meet your deadline, or so that you can, when you walk up to that plate, you can make that grand slam and guess what? Game over, time to go, check out, and move on. So you have to think about it because in life, we are always at the bottom of the ninth. We are always there, no matter what it is that we're doing, we're always at the bottom of the ninth, and we have choices to make. We have choices to make every day, and every day our choice is to live or die, right? That's basically what it sums up to be, but you have a choice every day. When I get up in the morning, it's just like it's my ninth inning. It's the bottom of the ninth. I have 2 outs. My bases are loaded. What am I going to do? Am I going to let depression, anxiety, stress, negativity, all of that stop me? No, I'm going to let those pitches go because they're going to be balls. Balls all day. But I am going to hit this nice strike and choose happiness. choose my happiness, choose to move forward in life, choose positivity, choose to just like make the best out of a bad situation. That's what we have to do. And that's when you feel, you have to always think like that when you're in that bottom of the ninth scenario, because you get there and you panic. You don't know what you're going to do. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know how to do it. And you're like, what in the world? But just know that you have a village. And if you don't have a village, you need to create your village, because you have a support system. You have people that you can call on to ask questions and ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. My single moms, you are always, and I don't mean to, put it out like that, but you are. You're always in this type of scenario, and you have to make a decision. Sometimes that decision can mean, what the heck am I going to eat for dinner? What am I going to do for these kids? They have to eat. You are thinking about that because you're like, oh my gosh, this is the end of the month. The money is gone. How in the world am I going to feed my kids, let alone feed myself? So we think like this all the time, and we have to know what it is that we need to do, but we have to plan. The key is to plan, and life doesn't always go as planned. Trust and believe. I know this, but if you if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And we don't want that, because you can learn from your failures, but you don't want to plan to fail. That's not your goal here. If you have a plan, you may have to deviate from it from time to time. Your strategy at the bottom of the night, you have to decide like, hey, I don't need to hit this grand slam. However, what I can do is get a base hit. Concentrate. I just want a base hit. A base hit would score. A base hit would score. And I have to watch the balls closely just so I can just hit that ball, get that base hit. That's all I'm concerned about, is that base hit. But sometimes in life, we're worried about that grand slam because we want that recognition. We want all of that stuff that comes along with it. But we want it when it's the first inning and you will have no outs and nobody on base. That's when you want it. But life isn't like that. Life isn't like that at all. Your bases are always going to be loaded. You're always going to be in the last inning, and you're always going to be down to the last out that you have to make. And I'll take it a step further. You will always have a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. You will always have that. And in this game of life, there may be a couple of foul balls that you might be able to hit. Then again, there may not be. But if you don't plan for that, then you're going to strike out. You're going to strike out. You're going to fly out. You're going to ground out. Everything is, you just going to get that last out. And guess what? Game over. You lost. But in the midst of all of that, if you do lose the game, guess what? There's another game tomorrow. And you can start all over again. Fresh set of innings, fresh set of outs, fresh set of strikes and balls and all that good stuff. But in life, you have to remember that. So even if you fall, you have to get back up again, regardless of what your bottom of the ninth is and feels like. You have to get up again, because there are so many people out there depending on you. They are waiting on you. They're waiting to hear from you. They're wanting to hear your story so that you can help them, because you are definitely a blessing to someone else. Whatever it is that you are going through, you're going through it for a reason, and that reason is to share with someone else who's going through that same thing. And when that someone else gets the blessing from you, they're going to be like so amazing, so that they were so blessed by you that they're in turn are going to do the same thing for somebody else, and the cycle goes on and on and on, although we're at the bottom of the night. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Even when you have that feeling that you're down and out for the count, nothing else is going to happen, always remember that even if you fall, even if you fly out, even if you struck out, guess what? You get a brand new inning and you can start all over. New game. That's all it is. It's a new game. And that's what life is. Not to say we play with our lives all the time, but when you think about it like that, then you know how to deal with it. Because sometimes we have to break the way we think about life into terms we understand and we can resonate with. Me, I like baseball. So I can, break that down into that. But this can be broken down in so many different ways. It really can. You can be overtime with anything, and you are sudden death overtime. You have to make that decision. So it's like you're always at rock bottom, but you have to pick yourself up. You have to plan for it. You can't plan for everything, but you do have to plan. And it's like I said before, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So always have a plan, because know that you can deviate from your plan and you still go down that straight and narrow. And guess what? You won the game. You won the game of your life, because your game and my game aren't the same. All right. So I want to thank you for listening to that part. But as I said in the beginning, I have a special announcement to make. So I've been talking to you guys for a while now that I've been working on this project. And the project that I've been working on is a book. So you guys are looking at, woo, Jesus, you are looking at an author. An author. I am going to be a published author in about 4 weeks. Stay tuned to your social media, because I will be putting stuff out like that. If you want to get on my mailing list, send me an email to info@javitaNmiller.com and say, hey, put me on your mailing list so you'll know exactly when it comes out. The title of my book, you guys, are y'all ready? Drum roll. Told y'all it's going to be special if you stay to the end, and it's special to me. The title of my book is called In Between the Sheets, Pulling Back the Covers to Enhance Your Sexual Experience. And this is a great read for men and women. Oh my gosh, I promise you, it's not what you think. I promise you that. That is not what you think. Because I kind of know how some of your minds are, but I promise you that it's not what you think. So I'm letting you know now, be on the lookout for it, because I am excited. I've been working on it for a while, and I've been telling you guys big things are coming, and that's one of the big things that's coming my way. And it's coming to a city near you soon. All right. So I thank you for all your love and support. I will definitely share the dates, because when it gets out there, I want you guys to go out there and buy it and make me a bestseller. You hear me? I know we can do this. Just make me a bestseller, because guess where I'm at? I'm at the bottom of the ninth. I got 2 outs. The bases are loaded. I am coming up to bat. And I know that with this book here, I am about to hit a grand slam. You hear me? All right. So that was my special announcement for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. And just remember, in life, we will be at the bottom of the ninth all the time. But our goal here is to get back up and stay in the game. Stay in the game. It's not over. It's not over until it's over. And you don't want to give up. Because the minute you give up, you are so close to your breakthrough. You are so close, so close. All right. So take care. Love you guys. And again, if you want more information, send me an email, info@JavitaNmiller.com. Talk to you later. Love you guys. See you next week. 8:30 next week. 8:30 for Wind Down Wednesdays with your girl Javita. Bye.